Hello, in today's tutorial, I'll train on how to control loops in JavaScript. As we discussed in our previous tutorial, we discussed on various loops in JavaScript, whereby we saw that we have while loop, for loop, we have do while loop, and for in loop. Now, in this tutorial, we just discussed how you can control loops, and now we'll be looking at while loop. How you can control loops in while loop, and probably if you can just check on our full course in the description part, whereby you learn through our site. Now, first of all, you just need to launch your test editor. On my side, I'm using Visual Studio Code. So just come here, then you just say file, then you create a new file. You'll create a new file. Then we can just name it as control, or you can just name it as loops control.html. Then you can just save it to desktop. Just name to desktop. Then just save. Right. After you've saved, now just need to come here. Then you just write doc. Then just so to generate basic tags for HTML tags. So here we'll just use embedded JavaScript, whereby you embed it into a HTML file. So we're saying that we'll look at what we call now in between both tags you can just write script. All right, now in between there you can write now control loops, how to control loops. Now we are discussing how to control loops. Now in this part we'll just discuss two main parts, whereby we'll discuss at break statement, and also we'll discuss continue statement. Now as the name suggests, break statement is whereby is when you wish to exit in a loop early, because it may reach a point whereby you just want to come out of the loop without reaching the bottom, or you just need to skip a part of a code block, and just skip it before it is executed. Now we'll use a break statement to skip a certain code or block of code, or just end a certain loop before it comes to an end, or just stop it at a certain point. All right, now let's start with break statement. Now for the break statement, we'll just use, as you have said, we'll use break statement and the continue statement in while loop. As we discussed earlier, we can have while loop as follows: fari. So this is where you define now your, so this is what this is, can have something like, or just to say something like 5, can have something like 5. Then you can just say while, then whereby now you define, you give an expression. Now this is a syntax, the syntax for less than 20. Now you can have if x equals to 10, now you say break break. Here now it breaks out of the loop completely. Now in between here you can have x equals to x equals to 1, right? Then you can have document dot write, then you can have something here, let's say x, then this is what, this is break, this is line break. Now we insert it there so that if one iteration is executed, then it follows to the next line, right? Now, so this is a basic, or this is a syntax for using a break statement, whereby this is just normal a while loop equation, whereby it'll divine. So this, it is starting at 5, right? And now it's supposed to go up to when the condition is less than, or it's just, it will run again and again provided that x is not greater than 20 or just less than 20, right? But when it reaches to the 10 or the 10 year value, when x equals to 10, then now it will break. You use a break. Now here the loop breaks, or it breaks out of the loop completely. All right, now the loop breaks completely and it stops at 10, right? Now we can have example for the same to illustrate the same. Okay, can I vary? Okay. Okay, that's the example for break. We can have vary 2, right? Now we can have now, or vary what? Vary y equals to 2. Then you can have while, then this is x less than what? Less than 10, right? Now then we have another one here, whereby you say you have an equation here where say if, or this is not x, this is y, sorry for this, this is y. So we have if y, you say equals to 6, then we can have what? Can have a break. We can have a break here. Now in between here, in between these curly brackets, we can have x, whereby we have an increment. We have an increment, so it will be increasing with only what? With only 1. All right. Now you'll have document dot write, and you can have the hex for x plus okay, you can have break, line break here. So just go to your browser here, then you just okay, let's see, after running now, you see now how it appears. We have 3, 4, 5, 6. So when it reaches 6, now it stops. It stops. Right? Now that's all what we are saying. Now here you're just using y. Sorry for that. So here we had x, but it's y. So it should be the same. This is y. We are increasing y, the value of y. So the second number will be 3, 4. Then when it reaches 6, then it breaks at that point. Right? Now we'll have something else we call continue, whereby continue statement now is just, as the name suggests, is similarly to what he was talking about break, but here continue statement is just used, tells the interpreter to skip the remaining code block and start a new iteration. When it is encountered in a program, it flows to the top to check the expression immediately, and if the condition remains true, it starts the iteration, otherwise it comes out of the loop. Now, so for the continuous, the name suggests, first it breaks out and it checks out if the condition is true, then it continues a next or in the new iteration of the new loop. Right? Now, when we use let's have continue here. So instead of using break, we can have continue, right? But now for this one, for the increment, now we'll have it before we have the equation. Now you'll have to increase before you do the equation. Now you give the condition, right? Whereby you'll have y, and you just increase it by 1. So that's increment. You do an increment before, right? Let's just run our program and see the outcome, right? Now you see this is all what you're talking about. Now the program runs up to 5, then it skips 6 and then start a new iteration whereby we have 7, 8 to 10, right? Now that's all we are talking about. It skips a certain or the indicated or on the at that particular point, it skips that iteration, then it starts a new iteration. See, now it runs up to 5, it skips 6 and then start from 7 up to 10. Right, now that's all about how to control loops in JavaScript. Hope you understand the two terms, the difference between break and continue statement. They are just similar. Just use the while loop equation, then you just use this statement to show how you can control your loops. Now, thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Thank you.